Fever got up to a tricky start to start the season because they were facing some of the best teams in the league and really great defenses, but they are starting to figure it out. This young team is on a roll right now. Their 4-game winning streak is the second longest in the WNBA.
Everything the Fever have been building for here for the last couple of years, this is the moment that you've been waiting for.
Tamika Catchings will be missed.
And she finishes with a double-double, 13 points and 10 rebounds.
Thank you, Tamika Catchings.
The Fever had such a great extended run of excellence with Tamika Catchings. And at some point, every legend hangs up the basketball shoes. And she did that, and the Fever went through some tough times. I think anybody will admit that.
The struggles continue, and the frustrating losses are piling up.
Watch that team. There's a reason why they had the #1 pick.
This was your golden opportunity, so they got to get this thing right quick.
Yes. You could be a better team, but that's what they're lacking, discipline.
This is an Indiana team that has to figure it out.
All Connecticut again, 89-72. And Indiana loses its 10th.
Really struggling right now. It's just been a lot. This is different than anything we've ever experienced. And just appreciate the fact that they keep showing up and putting the work in to get better.
And we've got to really be able to, when adverse situations happen, find ways to get refocused. And that's what we're talking about a lot. Find ways when adversity happens and when things aren't going our way. Just being able to turn, get back focused in individual and as a team and get moving back in the right direction.
No team has played more road games than the Indiana Fever tonight. It's a much-needed return home to Gainbridge Fieldhouse and the first matchup on the season against the 5-5 Atlanta Dream.
All right, you can control that. So it is not about them. When you do all that, all right, success always follows that. Not a win. I'm not talking about wins. I'm talking about success because of focusing on those three things, what we can control. All right, here we go. Let's go.
Mitchell putting on the move, finds some space, and Mitchell connects. Nifty moves there by Kelsey, step through, and the smooth finish. Ethan Clark catch and shoot. It's a three. Pass Samuelson again. 2 for 2. Indiana's first double-digit lead. Most points they've scored in a quarter all season at 33-point first. Clark bounces, Boston the spin and the finish. Boston spins and matches her career high. Boston pulled it down. Parker hits the deck, no whistle, and Boston lays it in. And how fitting. It's Aliyah Boston brilliant tonight. 27 points, 13 rebounds. The Fever survive a furious push from Atlanta.
That Aliyah Boston? Oh my goodness!
Oh, great to have family here. Great to get that dub. On to the next. Go Fever.
We have a structure in place, some rules that are set. We have people that are buying in to want to be great in their role. But these guys want to win. Like, they just want to win. They got a taste of it last year. We won 13 games. And now it's just, moving on to that next level of what we have to do to get to that 18, 19, 20 win season.
The WNBA crowd pours in to watch two of the hottest names in sports. They face each other for the second time in their pro careers.
You've got to do this together. You've got to trust each other. You've got to come together and make sure you're not letting anybody down that's in this room.
Clark gets freed up from up top. Samuelson with her first shot. She's kind of feeling those birthday vibes. A three-look falls. Mitchell triples into that three-point attempt. It's good. 12 coming this half. Smith takes the contact against Harrison and deflects. She's been tough.
Coming off the double-double, but she's more confident and comfortable. You can just see it on the floor.
And so players in her position, typically first year to second year, that's when you see a considerable leap. And she set such a high bar that it's going to be challenging to take a considerable leap because she's already an all-star starter year one. But I do think that's coming.
Boston. Oh,
beats the clock.
I mean, everyone knows that I was the Rookie of the Year. Everyone knows the way that I played my rookie season, so I know that they're going to be preparing for me, but also in that aspect, like, I know what's to come. I know what it takes to compete at this high level, and I just have to be ready for it going into year 2.
2 meetings down between the Sky and the Fever this year. The Fever have taken both of them. A 1-point victory on June 1st and winning 91-83 today.
You know, with 2 good wins, you know, things are moving for us because we're getting better defensively, and I think just our play altogether is just getting better as a team. All right, some more good stuff. Yeah!
I remember us looking at some stats last year, looking at the post players that have got doubled, and there was only 2 post players that were doubled over like 50 times in the season, and that was only Brittany Griner and Aliyah Boston. And so to her, that's a compliment, right, of how dominant she was in her year 1.
I think every legendary or all-star player, every superstar has kind of this aura about them, the way they handle their business on the floor, off the floor. Just kind of know it when you see it. And I always go back to Tamika Catchings because she was the ultimate competitor. She was fierce. She played both ends of the floor. She was a great scorer, but that didn't even begin to discuss how great of a player she was and how great of a leader she was. And one thing that Tamika did, and all of the superstars do this, is they lead and they make the players and their teammates around them better. And so that's something that I think we've seen from an Aliyah Boston. She immediately right away, even as a rookie, showed some serious signs of leadership and made the players around her better. And when you think of the best players in the game, that's what they do. They impact both ends of the floor. They're a leader. They understand the spotlight that comes with it. They understand the scrutiny that comes with it. They're typically very mentally tough. And superstar players, you know, just find a way to, at the end of the day, win games.
What a run after going 1-8 to start the season and to win 5 of their last 7. It's impressive that Indiana's been able to put it together, and they are staying in that top 8, which is important for the playoffs.
For the first time since August of 2015, the Indiana Fever have won 4 straight at home.
We got it.
3 of them. We found a way. Everybody contributed. I love how we got it done. That's all it matters. We're playing every other day. We were not able to practice. When we got home and could take a breath and get some practice time, you know, it just keeps getting better. All I ask these guys is to show up and let's find something to get better at daily.
Same thing tonight. Even though we're here, it doesn't matter. We gonna kick their ass. Let's go.
Doing, guys, after a gauntlet of a start to the season, Christy Sides is just happy that her team is gelling and playing with more cohesion in that beginning of the season.
Bounce pass for a cutting Nalissa Smith.
A lot of young, really intriguing players. I mean, Nalissa Smith, I think, goes a little bit unrecognized and undeservedly so. She's top 5 in rebounding last year. She's near the top 20 in scoring. She puts up close to all-star numbers, and that's with Kelsey Mitchell, who's an all-star. That's with Aliyah Boston, who's an all-star starter, and Caitlin Clark. I mean, it's not hard to imagine a world where all of a sudden, overnight, this franchise goes from 5 wins just a couple of years ago to one that is, you know, pushing for the playoffs.
Indiana, they improved to 7-10 on the season.
Hey, great team win. Let's keep it going.